students, good morning all of you. Today we are going to start a new lesson, the journey from the third unit of your textbook, that is a reading from third unit, the journey title. It is titled the journey. A reading from third unit. First I want to read about the author. Yashdarji Tangchi, born in May 1952, is a prominent name in Assamese literature. Though he grew up in poverty, he studied well and entered Arunachal Pradesh Civil Service and was later elevated to the Indian Administrative Service. He writes fiction, drama and essays in Assamese and English. He has received a national recognition for his novel Mauna Aunt Mukhar Hruday, which won the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005. Many of Tangchi's novels, including Sonam, deal with the cultural life of the Mampa and the Sherdukpen tribes of Arunachal Pradesh. Yashdarji Tangchi was born in May 1952. Is a prominent name. Prominent means here important and very famous. Prominent means important, very famous, and in Assamese literature he grew up in poverty. He studied well and entered Arunachal Pradesh Civil Service. Civil Service means the government department that manage the affairs of the country. The government department that manage the affairs of the country. He writes fiction. Fiction means what? Books and stories about imaginary people and events. Books and stories about imaginary people and events. That is fiction. Drama and essays in Assamese and English. He has received a national recognition for his novel Mauna Aunt Mukhar Hruday. Mauna Aunt Mukhar Hruday means silent lips and murmuring hearts. Mauna Aunt Mukhar Hruday means silent lips and murmuring hearts, which won the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005. Many of Tangchi's novels, including Sonam, deal with the cultural life of the Mampa and the Sherdukpen tribes of Arunachal Pradesh. Let's go to the lesson. Now I am reading the first paragraph. Look at the first paragraph, all of you. After spending a leisurely Sunday at home, the very thought of returning to work on Monday is tiring. Lethargy creeps in if the holiday continues over an extended period. That is how I felt when I was preparing to return to my work after spending 6 months at home. The fact that I was to leave behind my newlywed wife and go to a far-off place did not help either. Obviously, I didn't want to go. After spending a leisurely Sunday at home, leisurely means relaxed without any hurry. Leisurely. Relax without any hurry. After spending leisurely Sunday at home, relaxed. Leisurely means relaxed without any hurry at home. The very thought of, very means here actual. Very means here actual. Thought of returning to work on Monday is tiring. Tiring means make you feel tired. Make you feel tired. Tiring. Make you feel tired. Tiring means make you feel tired. After spending, if you spend Sunday at home leisurely without any hurry, the very thought, here actual thought of returning work on Monday really tiring for anyone. Lethargy creeps in. Lethargy, laziness, creeps in, Laziness begins in if the holiday continues over an extended period. Extended periods, many holidays. So that is how I felt when I was preparing to return to my work work after spending 6 months at home. Actually, the other had spent 6 months at home for a reason, for the purpose. So, after spending 6 months at home, he had to go to join his duty, but he didn't want. So, why after spending many holidays at home, many months at home, return to work, he felt lethargy, that is laziness begins to go and join his duty. So he felt like that when he was preparing to return to his workplace. The fact that what is the fact? He had got married. He had newly wed wife, and leaving his newly wed wife and go to far off place joining duty, really he doesn't like it. Obviously means clearly he didn't want to go. Obviously, that means clearly. Obviously means clearly he didn't want to go. Actually, he doesn't want to go. After spending 6 months at home, leisurely spending, he got married and he didn't want to leave his newly wed wife, and he had to join his duty. But obviously, clearly, he didn't want to go. Very relaxed, without any hurry, he spent all the 6 months at home, and for a reason he had come home this time, that is getting married. He had got other had got married, and he spent 6 months at home. After spending 6 months, he had to return to his workplace, but obviously he didn't want to go. However, I finally did decide to go. I didn't have much to carry by way of luggage, just a trunk. Ours is a hilly terrain without any motorable roads, and there is no certainty that we are ever going to have any roads. In any case, while coming home, we do not carry bedding. Besides, I had come home this time round for a special purpose, to get married. My parents had arranged my marriage according to the customs of our tribal society. Time flew, and 5 months into my marriage, I realized it. Initially, I thought of extending my leave, even taking unpaid leave, but after some dilly-dallying, I finally decided against it because marriage had increased my responsibilities and I had got into debt. So, however, he finally did decide. Actually, finally did decide means finally, I finally decided to go. Here, other has used did decide. Did decide means here some to give some force what he says. To give some force what he says, he used did plus v1. Did decide, that is equal to decided. He decided to go, but I didn't have much to carry by way of means by means of much luggage, just a trunk. He had a trunk to carry. Ours is a hilly terrain. Terrain means land. Hilly terrain, hilly land without any motorable roads. Motorable roads means roads where motorable vehicles cannot go. Motorable roads are roads where motor vehicles cannot go, and there is no certainty, there is no surety, and there is no possibility when they have motorable roads. There is no surety, no possibility having motor, having motor vehicles road, motorable roads. There is no possibility of having motorable roads. There is no surety, there is no possibility, there is no certainty that we are ever going to have any roads. In any case, while coming home, we do not carry bedding. He didn't bring his bedding. Besides, I had come home this time purpose already. I have told you, other has come home this time for a purpose, that is to get married. His parents had arranged his marriage according his tribal's community. Time flew, 5 months over. After that, he realized, and initially he thought of extending. Extending means make longer. Extending means he wanted to make it longer, his leave, even unpaid leave. Unpaid leave means salaries are not paid. Paid leave is different. Here, unpaid leave. Without taking salary also, he wanted to extend his leave at the very beginning, but initially, but finally some dilly dallying. Dilly dallying means to waste time while deciding something. Take a long time to decide something. That is dilly dallying. I finally decided. He finally decided against it because marriage had increased responsibilities. He had got into debt and a sum of money that somebody owes. And debt means a sum of money that somebody owes. A sum of money that somebody owes. So marriage had increased his responsibilities. Finally, he decided to go. Actually, he didn't bring bedding. He had a very less luggage. That is just a trunk, and they don't have. There's land is hilly terrain. The land is hilly, and they don't have motorable roads. And there is no certainty having possibility of motorable roads in the future. And however, he had to go. Time flew because to get married this time purpose reasonably he reached home, that is to get married, and parents arranged his marriage according to their tribal community, and 5 months completed. Initially he had a thought to extend his leave, but however finally he decided, after dilly dallying, finally decided he wanted to go because marriage had increased his responsibilities. So after coming this thought, he wanted to go, he decided to go. On my way home from the bus stop, my trunk had been carried by a porter. The problem now was we couldn't find anyone who could help me carry the trunk to the bus stop. At another time of the year, we would have easily found someone to help me, but now most of the villagers were busy in the fields. Nobody had time to spare for me. In fact, carrying the trunk should not have been such a worry for me, except that my education had made me shun physical labor. After all, I was a government officer, and the idea of people seeing me carry my luggage, my own luggage, was not at all amusing. Otherwise, for a young man like me, it shouldn't have been an issue to carry a 20-kilo chest on my back. Finally, my father came up with a solution. Don't worry, I myself will see you off at the rank. So when he came to home, there was a porter to carry his luggage. So now the problem is they couldn't find any helper. Nobody was there to help him. All the villagers were very busy at that time with their field work. They couldn't spare time for him. They are now very busy. So they couldn't find even one to carry his luggage. So nobody was there, but being a young man, nobody had time to spare for me. Spare means here spend time for him. Nobody was there. In fact, carrying the trunk. Actually, in fact, indeed, carrying the trunk to carry 20 kilos just that doesn't matter a young man like him, but his education made him avoid. Shun means avoid. Shun, avoid, spare, spend. His education avoid his education, avoid him doing physical labor. So education, so he being an educated person, he doesn't do any physical labor. So his education made him avoid doing physical labor. So if after all he used to avoid, so he used to add some information. Actually, after all, generally why other used here, that means here after all he used the word after all. He wanted to add some information. So used to add some information. That means the word after all is used to add some information. Whenever we wanted to add some information, we have to use the word after all. So here he added some information. What added information? He was a government officer, and the idea of people seeing me carrying his luggage, carrying my own luggage, was not at all amusing. So think of his carrying luggage. He was carrying luggage, and it was seen it was seen by people that he can't mingle it. He was a government officer, and the idea of carrying trunk and his own luggage was not at all good. Otherwise, young man being a young man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't an issue. It hasn't been an issue. That means issue means problem. It hasn't been a problem. A young man like him to carry a 20 kilo chest, 20 kilos trunk. To carry it, it doesn't matter a young man like him, but people and his education made him avoid doing physical labor, and people would laugh at him if he carries. People may see and laugh at him, and being a government officer, all his thoughts in his mind. That's why he doesn't want to carry his trunk. Finally, his father came up. Came up means think of an answer, thought of an answer, thought of a solution. With a solution, don't worry, I myself see you off. See you off. See off means here to say, generally people go to bus stop, railway station or airport to say goodbye to someone. So here see off. His father told him, I myself see you off, son, at Dirang. So I give you send off. And his father came up with the solution, think of solution, and he told his son, he himself see off him at Dirang. I protested means objected. How could I allow my old father to carry my trunk? What would people think? What would they say? But I failed to dissuade him. It was decided that father would carry the chest. Actually, he protested, he objected. How would he allow his old father to carry his trunk? What would people think? There are all these thoughts also in his mind, but what would they say? All these thoughts in his mind, but he failed to dissuade him. Dissuade is opposite of persuade. These two are opposite words. Dissuade, persuade. Persuade means to convince someone to do something. Here, dissuade means not to do something. Convince his father not to do, avoid. He can't convince. So finally he failed. And it was decided father would carry the trunk. And students, let me stop at this paragraph. Tomorrow in the next class I shall continue. Till then you have to read the lesson and find the difficult words and note down while watching video. You write down in your textbook the meanings, and these 4 paragraphs you read, and tomorrow from the continuation of the lesson we meet again. Thank you.